Color terms have been an important area of investigation in semantics, and it helps us understand the relationship between certain categories of words. Let's look deep into this. It has been, as I said, an important area of discussion uh, in, uh, in contemporary linguistics, also in semantics, and we have various views about it. For example, we see that Berlin and Kay investigated that languages vary in the number and range of their basic color terms. Various languages have various color terms. But at the same time, they also find out that there are various ways to describe these color terms. For example, people may use their comparison with other terms, and they may form a new color term based on that. But some of the features of these color terms in all languages may be specific, or you might call them maybe universal. For example, uh, in basic color terms, we can see most of the terms are monolexemic. That means that they are based on a single word. For example, the word blue, red, gray. But if we say blue gray, that's not a basic color term. That's a combination of two terms. When we talk about basic color terms, they are most of the times monolexemic. Moving forward, we can see that the term is not, the basic color term is not a hyponym of any other color. That means the color is not a kind of another color. Every color term is an independent term, and it conveys an independent meaning or understanding of an independent color. It is not included in the meaning of another color, as we have seen in case of hyponyms. For example, the English red is a basic color, and scarlet is not, because scarlet includes the meanings of other colors also. So red is an independent, and it does not include the meaning of any other color. Let's say yellow, pink. Red is pure and independent. Then the term has wide applicability. All basic color terms are accepted by a larger population, and then they are used for general and specific communications. That's why we exclude the term blonde from basic color terms. Another feature is that the basic color term is not a semantic extension of something manifesting that color. For example, the terms like gold or chestnut are not basic color terms, because they may be seen as the extension of the basic colors. While this variation might seem to support the notion of linguistic relativity, we can say that every language has its impact of culture, and based on that impact of culture, the speakers of that language or users of that language, they formulate certain color terms. As we can see that people say that different languages have different color terms based on the culture. But at the same time, we can see that there are certain similarities between these color terms, and these similarities may help us identify certain universal categories of semantics. They claim that there is a universal inventory of 11 color categories, and these 11 color categories in English, they include white, black, red, green, yellow, blue, brown, purple, pink, orange, and gray. And these basic color terms or colors, they exist in most of the languages we know in the contemporary world. Other languages either have these 11 terms as basic color terms, or sometimes they have fewer color terms than 11 in comparison with English terms. Berlin and Kay also claim that there is a partial ordering of these categories, that these categories may be interrelated with each other. They can be brought together in order to make people understand their relationship. For example, if a language has a certain color term, it will have certain other ones. So these colors are closely interlinked with each other in all languages, and that help us go for some universal color systems. If you look at this diagram, it tells us about a simple rule of knowing the colors. This sign of greater than means then if a language has a term to the right, it will have all the terms to the left. That means if it has green, it will have red, and if it has brown, it will have blue. If you've seen on the left side, you see white and black color, but we have red on the right of these colors. That means if a language has red, it will have white and black. Similarly, if it has blue, it will have green and yellow. And if it has green and yellow, it will have red. And if a language has brown, it will have blue. And similarly, if it has purple, pink, orange, or gray colors, it will definitely have brown. This is based on a survey of various languages of the contemporary world. All these color terms, there is a lot to be done in case of research on these color terms, and we are yet very far from developing a universal theory of these color systems, or the terminology for color systems. But this can still be seen as a hope to develop a universal color system and the linguistic terms for those color systems. And it can also give us a lead into the issue of universality of semantic categories.